As common as they may seem, they are some of the most important people in the society. Their job is as critical as it can ever get. They take care of machines that speed you at 100 to 200 kilometers per hour. They are skilled in the use of machines, of tools and equipment. You can as well call them the automobile whisperers. Today I am ready to show you the auto mechanic.
Oh yeah, kalowo, kalowo, kalala, gramoto repete.
My name is Mr. Patrick, and I'm a mechanic by profession. I do all cars, and that is what I'm doing for a living.
I'm engineer Demi Ojo, an automobile engineer. I specialize on Epijo.
My name is Fundo Williams. I am an automobile engineer. I actually got into this job as far back as 1971.
Some are really born very dexterous and very creative, but without being trained, no one gets into this business.
I first attended a technical school, which for some certain reasons I could not go through completely. So I decided to carry on with the practical job. I've been so comfortable and I've enjoyed the process in this practical field very well. Because when I came out from the technical school, I started this practical job and went through as an apprentice and graduated to the level of a master, and since then I've been going on very well. I've gone through so many vehicles, in fact I can't name them.
I became a mechanic right from my youth because I love anything mechanical. During my school time, I have an uncle that I do follow to his workshop. Then after school hours, just to go and see what and what is happening during his working time. After my secondary school, I went to Federal Technical College, Akoka. After 3 years of course, I went further to Yaba Tech for more experience. So after leaving Yaba Tech, I went to do some ITs in some of the coal companies. Later, I went to Olalubon Motors, where I worked for 10 to 11 years.
Even myself, as I'm talking to you now, I learn every day. Because there are new vehicles that are coming in, and which is not the vehicle that I used when in training when I was training. Because the vehicle when I was training, many of them was Tire Punch, Range Rover, Peugeot, and some of this Corolla. And even some, there was Dafo, Fedeco, even then. As they are advancing, as the white men are advancing, that's how we advance along with them. Now, I can tell you many of the vehicles when I was learning, it's not many of them that are on the road right now. Not many, so many of them are not on the road. Right now, I can tell you, I now fleets of cars that were not a part of the vehicle that I was learning them, because we advance every day, we learn every day. The owner's lives are in our hands. Because if you don't do it well, definitely you are endangering the life of other people.
You know, with the automobile market, the automobile engineering is progressing and changing every day. But with somebody with enough experience and my level of education, I move along with the vehicles as they change. I also move along and do some researches myself. When you come to servicing, you have different types of vehicles and their charges are not the same. Their costs are not the same. When you are servicing a small car, the cost of material and everything will come to about 15,000 naira. And then when you are going to Jeeps, the cost will get to about 20,000 and above.
And like many other businesses, The business of being an auto mechanic or auto engineer, however you want to call them, the skill of human relations cannot be overemphasized.
No one is servicing.
La 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 la
Any
la la
other
la.
thing?
La la
Okay.
la 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 la. La 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 la. As I be they sing with sweet voice.
Okay, to be fixed. Okay. Okay. There's no problem. So we'll do that for you now. You just hold on.
My neighbors happy how to dance. You're watching performance, you must clap your hands. Another one sabi football. Wow.
Okay, customer comes, he will lay his complaint. After laying his complaints, I need to drive the car by myself, see what he complains about. Along the line when I'm driving, maybe he complains about two things. So at the end of the day, sometimes he might drive the car. What he believes is the problem. But for an engineer who is a minor something, it's not something that he has to pay for. Let me just rectify it and for you to go.
Yeah, hi guys, my name is Joe Praise. It's just one of those weekends that I'm in Lagos, and just came in here. You don't need to wait for your car to get spoiled before you go to the mechanics, like in Nigeria where we live. I just came to say hello to my automobile guy. He's really, really good. Good to see you. You're on camera, yeah. He's the one that takes care of my car. He knows one thing, I don't let my car have issues before I come here. If I hear anything like in Nigeria we say any mem, I just come straight up to say, hey, something is happening. And I just got to say hello to them. There's nothing really wrong with the car yet. It's all okay, guys. It's time to go. Peace. I'll see you guys later.
If I dance, it won't be enough. If I shout, it won't be enough. For you are the great.
In the world of automobile, the precision of technology in diagnosis is in full use.
In the field of automobile now, the new cars are out now. You cannot just go into them except you run scan on them, know exactly what is going on before you carry out any repairs. If you just go into any car now, you start doing as they were doing in the past, you will have a lot of mistakes. That is why before we do any car now, we have to run scan on them, check what the problem is. We go straight as do the fault. Any fault that comes at all, we handle any car.
And once the vehicle is being brought to you, first what you do, you ask the owner they get information from him, because he's the one driving his car, be able to tell you exactly this is what I'm feeling about the vehicle. This is where you know where to start from. If it happened that maybe he told you the vehicle is jacking and is displaying check light or service engine soon, not like the the past this that we do by try by error. Now you hook up your scanner and display exactly what the problem is, so you know exactly where to go.
On this episode, we meet with the up and the coming auto mechanics.
Now I'm now a master for a long time ago now, for years back, and I have people working under me right now. I'm also a master now. I'm also using this opportunity to call on the young one. Learn, not that you just think, okay, I want to become a master overnight. You cannot become a master until you are a servant. You must be a servant to become a master.
My name is Shogun Salami. I repair cars Honda, Toyota, Nissan. I'm learning this mechanic because I want my dream to come true. I don't want to be an Okada rider. And I'm learning this work because nowadays, no job. People nowadays riding Okada, doing traffic conductor. And then many guys nowadays, they are tout. So I don't want to be, that's why I said, this is the nice thing for me to do. I have been learning mechanics. I signed 5 years too, and I've been using 3.5 years. Actually, my plan when I finish learning my work, just to start from small place to bigger place, just to have a small company and be on the MD in my company.
I'm Olakunle Saka by name, and the reason why I came to learn a handwork here is because I've looked through the future, and I've seen that in the next future there might not be opportunity for people that go to school and come out from the school for salary work or whatever. But I know with this handwork I'm learning now, I'm learning it for a purpose, and the purpose is that to fulfill my future and the plan I have. So I got to use my youth age now and my strength to just fulfill what I need. My plan is to make it in life and go to higher places with my handworks. Because I believe that with your handworks, there are no place you can't go to.
The story is the same everywhere you go. You will find people on the dusty streets of Nairobi, Kenya, as well as on the Wall Street in New York, United States of America, complain about one thing: no job. But how true?
You see, left to me, people saying okay, there is no job, I believe it's laziness. There is job everywhere and there. You see people begging here and there, okay, maybe they did not see job. It's not as if maybe there's no job. There is, but some of our people are lazy.
And most time you're watching the TV, they are saying there is no job, there is no job, there is no job, and which is not true. There is job everywhere. You can hook to up and anything, not really because I'm a mechanic, or definitely you must be a mechanic. There are other jobs that you can build. Carpenters are there, bricklayers are there, so many other jobs that you can be. And at least I believe today, with the little one I'm doing as a mechanic, I'm very, very happy and glad with it.
I used to tell my junior ones, and I have some cousins that I used to talk to. Collecting this BSc doesn't mean you are on top of the world. I have 2 or 3 cousins now. After their BSc, they now went back to learn this handwork. One is now a fashion designer. The BSc certificate is at one side. Now he's a full-time fashion designer.
I say for those that say there are no jobs in the country, they are call them like a sort of lazy people, because when you have a handwork, you do anything practical, definitely you can't say there's no work, because everything you do there's a job for, there's work for everything. If you are in the practical field, except you want to say you want to only remain, I have certificate, I went to school, I have this HND, I have this, I have that. Then you want to hold it and begin to look for work. That's when you say there's no work. But if you want to attach, you want actually to do something for yourself to benefit you, you attach yourself to any of the trades.
One question we keep asking no matter where we go and no matter who we talk to is this job worth it? Has this job been able to take care of you, your family, and other activities? Is this job really worth it?
This job has taken care of me very well, because I have 3 kids, 3 children. Actually, I have an automobile engineer already who has completed his HND, and in another 2 years, I have a daughter who is going to graduate as a medical doctor, all from this work. And my last one has just completed his high school. He just written a WAEC.
Because from this work, I do pay for their school fees, so I put them in a very good school. You understand? Pay for house rent, do a fine boy in the street.
The mechanic work that I'm doing right now, I'm very, very happy about it, to tell you that yes, that the job has really helped me a lot. I have one of my daughters now who is in university, and I have one who is final year in the secondary school, who is, I believe by next year, is going into university as well. And I hold a house of mine in Lagos here, as I'm talking to you, with this job that I'm doing, that many of the boys think that no, I cannot do it, it's a dirty job, which is not. I use 3 cars, I have 3 cars of my own private vehicles that I'm using in this job. So I'm using this opportunity to tell the young one, please come and join me.
Our conclusion is there is dignity in labor.